But let's hear from Mbaye. I know Fonsis has made some significant progress. We've made some investments, so if you can just talk to us what you're doing. But specifically, what is your preferred asset class today? What are you doing to drive co-investments and partnerships?
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. What we're really trying to do at Fonsis is to be a good partner to the private sector. And by saying that, we basically use public money as a leverage to attract private money by being very early in the projects at the pre-development stage, because that's one of the ways to guarantee actually that the projects are correctly structured and they are bankable. And that pre-development money is generally missing on the project. So we are there very early. We allocate funds to the initial feasibility studies. We're very clear about what we want to do. And we build the financial models, so we attract partners on the basis of something which is clarified with clear internal rate of returns and good guarantees, and a clear commitment also that the partner they are in front of them has objectives which are aligned with the private sector. So basically doing that, we are on a model which is very different from public funding initially, where you had maybe money coming from the government funding a project which actually ends up in the hands of the private sector, which is not necessarily what the private partners want. They want a credible partner in front of them, so we try to do that. And we've done that in energy. We have finalized and actually closed a few projects, renewable energy. We are working on gas-to-power energy. We are working on the infrastructure of Senegal, pipeline projects, because we have some gas discoveries which have been, which are now under development. We are involved in a FPSO project, which is still also energy. We have involved in the toll road sector, and some of our transportation with big climate impact are also on the map. And Fonsis as a fund is actually a candidate to the Green Climate Fund accreditation, as we try to attract climate finance funds. We try to attract private partners in the country, and we also work very well with DFIs. But really, we try to crowd in private money by being very early on the project and clarifying it for our strategic partners.
Are you similar to, in terms of what Kenya has done, where you have three funds, stabilization, future generation, and infrastructure? It appears Fonsis is mostly on domestic infrastructure. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We are really focused on the local economy, and we have that future generation objective. We're going to receive a share of the future oil revenues. So we are really involved in the structuring of the sector, making sure that it is built on a way that is going to be able to help us fund the development of Senegal. So basically, no LNG export without gas in the country, for example, or crude oil export and refined product importing. We try to build something which is going really to impulse the development internally in the country.
Okay, that's helpful.
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.